What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Marek, and I'm here with my beautiful wife,
Kothney-Issa.
and this is my 20-cent iced coffee. It's a Graham Stephan thing. On his channel, he does this little thing at the beginning of his videos where never mind.
As I'm sure a lot of y'all already know, recently we were featured on CNBC's Millennial Money series, and then we did a reaction to it. And then millionaire real estate investor and YouTuber Graham Stephan did a reaction to it. And now we're gonna react to his reaction.
Welcome to the YouTube rabbit hole. No, but seriously though, from everything you guys are telling us in the comments that we're seeing out there, you guys want to see more interaction between us and Graham, maybe even a collaboration down the line. So,
Graham, we know that you're interested in that van life and tiny house lifestyle, so hit us up. It could be epic.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get straight into the video.
Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. My name is Graham and welcome to my show. And this morning I had a very difficult decision to make. I usually don't have to make choices this hard, but this morning was one of them. That's because two videos were posted and I had to make a tough call of which one to watch and react to.
Now, first of all, if you guys don't know who Graham Stephan is, you absolutely have to go and check him out. If you think we're killing it for being 28 and having paid off all of our debt, this guy is 1 year older than us and he is absolutely light years ahead of the game. To make a long story short, he basically skipped college, went straight into real estate at the age of 18, became a millionaire by the age of 26, and now he's brought all of his real estate knowledge over to YouTube, where he's absolutely killing the game on YouTube. He has a main channel of over 1.6 million subscribers.
And once we broke past 1 million subscribers, things just took off. In total, the 2019 ad revenue for just this channel alone was $1,141,231.43 with almost 80 million channel views.
And then a second channel with over 330,000 subscribers.
My second channel, The Graham Stephan Show, and that was another $170,428.75 in income.
Oh boy, let's see what he's got to say about us.
And unfortunately, they kind of ruined me with the title because I can't say what they have in the title. It's the illness that's been going around that if you mention it on YouTube, YouTube doesn't like that, so they don't want to push those videos. So I have to bleep this out. I've never had to bleep out a title, ever. Living on $5K6 in Dallas before unemployment. Wait.
Did he just say 5K6?
Yep, he did.
No, he makes a really good point. YouTube is definitely yellow marking any videos that have that word or other words associated with what's happening right now in the title.
Now, I have a feeling they probably filmed this video a few months ago before all of this madness happened, and then they had to reevaluate how they were going to be doing this, because probably in this video there's a lot of things that are happening right now that were pre-illness.
Yeah, he's absolutely correct with that. We filmed the first part in January, and then a couple weeks ago they did a refilm, an update with us. So spot on for sure.
Cheers, guys. Let's begin the video.
There it is. That's the iced coffee I was talking about. This is my 20-cent iced coffee.
When I got those two jobs, never once did I think that I would be back in a position where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not making any money.
Keep, striving to get to a more stable place, because a lot of the things that we feel security in can be gone in an instant.
Honestly, something like this is not something that 3 years ago you could have predicted, unless you're Bill Gates. But no one knew that it was going to be happening in 2020. So really, I think the big lesson here, if there is a lesson, if there's any takeaway from this, is that sometimes things happen that are just completely outside of our control that none of us can really plan for or predict. So really the best thing that we could do is keep our expenses low, keep our savings high, invest as much money as we can, keep things stable, and really double down when things are good and when things are bad. That is in your time to go and hunker down, get through it, and then come out the other side okay.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Such a cute little place that they're living in. Plus, I love the yellow. I think that yellow accent is such a good color against that door and against the siding. I think that's just pretty neat.
Who picked that out?
That was you. Yeah, he's had that idea for a really, really long time, and then I think it looks really good, so I wasn't gonna fight it.
Wow, look at this. We got a theft and fraud investigator for a national retailer. We got like a Frank Abagnale Jr. going on here.
My career in loss prevention started primarily with catching shoplifters, and now I've kind of promoted up to a theft and fraud role.
I'm innocent. I didn't do it. I'm kidding. But no, honestly, that seems like such a fun job.
Wait a minute, you're kidding about being innocent? So you did it?
Literally, Graham, that's what everybody says. Like the very first thing that a shoplifter says when you go out the door and confront them is, whoa, 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 what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. And you go, yes, you did. I know about the electronics or the makeup or whatever it is. And you tell them exactly where it's at on their person and exactly what you saw.
And they're mind blown.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, let's step back inside here.
Just to be and go and like catch people. Like I think all of us deep down want to be that person, be like, I gotcha, sneaky, sneaky, couldn't get past me. I think that seems like such a fun job.
It's definitely a fun job. I've seen some crazy, crazy situations. She's heard some of the stories that I've come home with.
Yeah.
We've had all kinds of stuff from people running from the police to, trying to attack us. We've had knives pulled out. I had people I know that have had guns on people they brought back inside. It's crazy. It's a crazy job, to be honest with you. It really is, but it is a lot of fun. Actually took like a $20,000 pay cut to take the job I'm doing now, just because we wanted more balance and we wanted more time together. Nowadays, we are trying to get our income back up.
Yeah.
We still love spending time together, but I mean, we're at a different stage.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, you
we
gotta live.
Yeah.
It can't be all fun.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're at right now and trying to figure that all out.
Started 2 new jobs at the same time, serving at one place and bartending at another.
Why did they put that shot in there? Was that done on purpose? Was that done on purpose? They know what they're doing. They're clever for putting that picture in there. Okay.
That was not done on purpose, actually. That was a pretty old picture. It was like when I
Yeah.
first worked at Copeland's in Jacksonville, Florida. And now I'm in Texas working at Copeland's again, and that was really, really old.
Yeah. It was one of the only pictures we had of
Yeah.
her like working in the restaurant.
Again, that's one of the things I would love to do one day. Like my dream one day, I want a really tiny house in the middle of nowhere, like on a lake somewhere.
That's actually what he's always said. He's like, oh, babe, we should live in Colorado in the mountains with our tiny house. And Kothney-Issa just doesn't do the cold, so I don't know how that's going to work out for us.
But yeah, Graham, you should definitely do it. It's not as crazy as it looks and seems. It's actually really normal when you have everything you need.
Yeah.
$500 per month to rent the lot here.
Okay, so let's talk about that land lease there. $500 a month. $590 lot for tiny house. Utilities include Wi-Fi, electricity, and propane. And then everything else after that is for the lease and the space. So, okay, that's fine. That's about typical for renting a plot of land in one of those communities, and then that gives you access to hook up to some of their utilities. So I get it, and that is also in lieu of paying property taxes, because when you buy a little tiny home like this, technically it's movable. It's not a part of the land. You don't have to pay any property tax on that, but you do have to pay space to lease that land. So $500 a month, I mean, it's a decent amount.
Yeah, he's spot on about the property taxes. Our property tax is kind of like our registration. Like every time before we move the house, we need to make sure the registration is up to date before it hits the road. So $30 or $70, it just depends on what state you're talking about.
But still, it's way cheaper than ever paying rent, and you get to at least own the building that you're in. So that's fine.
How do we keep flexibility, own something, and have that something create income for us in the future?
Then we got discretionary spending, $600 a month. Well, I have a feeling now that discretionary spending is basically been cut to probably nothing.
Yes.
Spot on with that.
$0 spent right now.
So then we got giving, $500 a month, and the one thing that they're missing anytime you give something is that you have to give a like on the video. If you guys enjoy videos like this, it does really help. I had to figure out a way to sneak that in somewhere.
You heard what the man said. Smash that like button.
So we started with $125,000 worth of debt, and now we have zero.
Wow, that is incredible for them to pay that much debt. Now, I have a feeling it's probably student loan debt because they seem way too smart to be like racking up credit card bills left and right, but let's see.
Started with lots of debt. I think about 12 debt accounts. We had several credit cards, different pieces of furniture that was being financed. We also had our student loans, both of them, both of our cars. Then later into the journey, we bought the tiny house, and so that was our last piece of debt that we willingly went into, and then we were like, no more after that.
That's so much. What didn't they buy? What didn't they finance?
Literally nothing.
Listen.
Couches, dining tables, bedroom set, anything you can think of was financed.
We were real ignorant. We just thought, oh, you have great credit score. Like, why not just get everything on credit? And that was not smart at all.
But it does go to show that you can turn your situation around.
Yeah, for sure.
Now that's all gone.
Yeah. And on top of that, the majority of it was, so our largest piece of debt out of that 125 was the house. And then it was my student loan. Yeah. And then it was the cars. And then it was his student loan. Everything else was like very small. So
I think the total of all credit card debt was about $12,000 out of the 125.
Which is still ridiculous, but you know.
But it's not like that was all it was.
Yeah.
I would go after work and go sit in the car while he drives around and like delivers pizzas. That was like our, together time.
I'm very happy that they have not only found like side hustles and things to do to make money, but also things to do together. Like he could go and deliver pizzas and have date night at the same time.
It was legit date night, like because there's always extra pizza or wings or snacks or whatever. So I would literally bring stuff out and we would like
eat it in the
have
car.
Date night in the car
for free. Yep. While you making money, listen, get you a date night like that, okay?
Do what you gotta do to get to where you're trying to go.
Oh, preach somebody.
Shoot. We made it.
The whole debt process, we've learned how to not spend money, and so now we're able to snap back and do the exact same thing that we were doing before and not really feeling the pinch of it.
Okay, so here we go. So giving. They're still giving. So throughout all of this, that's great. They kept that consistent.
People in the comments like ripped us to shreds for this.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, we never even felt like it was that much. 500. Looking at it on the pie chart, maybe, I don't know, but I never felt like it was anything just crazy. But I think that has a lot to do with like your mentality overall and how you view like giving and how you view money as a whole.
Yeah, and how you were raised.
Yeah, like where you feel like money comes from, who the money ultimately belongs to, and we're just managers of it. So I think that has a big part to do with this. So I mean, we still feel like until we're down to our last dollar, it's important to spend some on ourselves, save some, and give some.
Yeah,
those three principles in general has really been how we've always kind of operated.
Yeah, we can talk about the breakdown. 300 goes to the church, and then 200 goes to my sister. And she's a missionary, so she doesn't make income unless it's through, other people sponsoring her. So.
And then gas. I'm wondering why the gas has not cut down. If they're not working, where are they going? Where are they going if they're not working?
We're not going anywhere, like we said. So when we first sent that out to them, this was before our jobs got cut. So now gas, I mean, I haven't gotten gas. I'm not going to get gas until this is over. And
that was basically just like a blip in the information. We should have let them know, but it was, like you said, when we provided the update, it was kind of like right at the beginning of staying home. Right. And then the video got edited and everything. So
gas budget is probably going to be $50.
Yeah. There's a lot of industries that are actually, spiking in business right now.
Hey, that's iMovie. That's iMovie. He is on iMovie. I love that. And he's using Notes. I do the same thing. I script out all my videos on Notes, and then I edit in iMovie.
YouTubers be like, that's it. Yep, same exact process.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Marek, and I'm here with my beautiful wife,
Kothney-Issa.
There we go. They got a YouTube channel too. So as usual, like I've done with everyone else, I will link to their channel down below in the description, and I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to their channel. So let's do our best to support them during this time of need and support their channel, and make sure, as usual, to watch all of the ads. And then that way, they'll make a little bit more money.
Yes, thank you.
No, we
that was
appreciate
amazing.
that. Yes.
Yeah, we've had a lot of new subscribers over the last couple of days. Since he said that. So I think it's a combination of the CNBC video plus this shout out right here from Graham. Thank you for that. We really appreciate that. And then also there's another video we did for a tiny house channel a while back, and for some reason
it's picking back up.
Back up. But most definitely, we appreciate you, Graham, and we appreciate everybody that's come over to the channel. So
yes.
Thank you guys.
So our YouTube channel got monetized about a month ago now, I would say. Yeah. And we made about $500 in our first month.
I have a feeling this month it's probably going to be like $1,500 to maybe like $2,500. The funny thing is,
okay, we're hoping. Okay, what do you think that's gonna make it happen?
probably going to just end up making more money on YouTube than they will from their actual jobs. And I have a feeling they're never going to return back to like a normal job or anything ever again after this.
He's speaking from experience.
Now, I don't know about that, though. I don't think I'll ever be able to not teach. Like, I miss it too much already with this year I'm off.
Yeah, that makes sense. But me getting maced and threatened to be stabbed by shoplifters, I think I can do without.
When we're done living in it, we plan to rent it out on Airbnb. I think we can probably turn $35,000 to $45,000 a year off of it.
$35,000 to $45,000 a year off a $55,000 investment, minus, let's say, $7,500 a year for the land cost. That's a fantastic ROI. If those are actual numbers, they should just be going and buying one of those a year, then Airbnb-ing it and like owning it outright and just building a huge business from that while doing YouTube at the same time.
Those are about as real of numbers as we can come up with at this time. So we're basically basing that off of our experience on Airbnb in the past and what we were charging for a shared unit since this is a standalone. So I'm thinking about running it anywhere from $95 a night to $119 a night. That's where I get the $35 to $45. That doesn't capture any of like the land or the rental cost. That's just like top line gross revenue right off the top. And then I have to figure out like where I'm going to park it and what it's going to cost us for that as well. In this community, you can actually only be owner occupied homes. So we'll definitely have to find a different place to park it. But those are kind of the numbers and how I run it. And I know it won't be 100% occupancy, but occupancy on Airbnb is pretty high if you run a good listing.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
we
and
were booked.
depending
booked.
on your location too. So
Yeah. So that's about as technical as we can get with it at this time.
Stay calm, take a look at where you're at, do everything you can on paper and just try to ride it out, and we all are going to come out of it on the other side.
I definitely believe they're going to be coming out of this the other side probably way better than they went into it. As weird as that is to say, I have a feeling they're going to be doing tremendously well, especially on YouTube.
speak it into existence, Graham. Go ahead and speak it into existence.
Yeah, and the other thing I was going to say is it has been picking up, with the collaborations and then like the extra time that we actually have to put into putting out more videos and just being more intentional about like thumbnails and descriptions and all the metadata. This time has definitely been very beneficial for our growth. A lot of people said that in the comments that they appreciated how relatable our story was to theirs. So we were just glad that we were able to inspire and encourage some other folks out there. As for that, I think that's it. Thank you, Graham. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
Talk soon, hopefully.
Yes, for sure. And thank y'all for watching. As always, we love you. Don't forget to like it, comment if you have something to say, and absolutely subscribe. And if you want to, go ahead and share it on whatever other platforms you would like to. We love y'all. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace.